All right, so our next question is all about bar chords, and it's really about, is there an easy way to learn bar chords? Now, as a guitar teacher, I've obviously heard that question hundreds, if not thousands of times throughout my career as a teacher. And the fact of the matter is, bar chords are hard. And if you don't follow the right method, then they're going to be a huge frustration. So in this video, I'd just like to give you a couple of tips that you can use as it relates to learning how to play bar chords. Now, the very first thing is you need to begin with the end in mind, as they say. So you got to know what exactly are your fingers supposed to do and how does that look on the guitar, all right? Because you need to know that, all right, this finger needs to be like flat across the neck like this, and then you're going to bring in the other finger. So you shouldn't try and learn to play a bar chord shape without actually knowing exactly what that should look like. So that's not going to make it any easier, but at least it's directing you in the right area as it relates to what you need to play. All right. Now, the second thing is that you just forget about these three fingers at first and just play that bar on its own. Then you want to make sure that you can hear each and every note ring out nice and clear. Only once you've gotten that right, using the right part of your finger, which is the side of the finger here, it's not the flat part of the finger, it's really the side on the finger here, which is the bonier edge of your finger. Once you've got that down, then you can add in these other fingers. And you got to also look at what your thumb position is like, because if your thumb is in the wrong place, your fingers are going to be like all squished together. But if I do my thumb at the right place, you can see that my fingers fan open like that. That is one tip that you can use, is just begin with the end in mind and then work on that bar on its own. Also, if you've got an electric guitar, that's going to be easier to learn the bar chords on there. So you might want to give that a shot. I mean, there's great benefits of learning that on an acoustic guitar where you have to really, clamp down hard, because that's going to work and give you a lot of strength. All right. It's kind of like running or training with weights on. But if you've got an electric guitar, give that a shot. Also, try not to learn your bar chords right here at the first fret, because there's a lot more tension required or pressure required to fret down all of the notes. Of course, you've got to be able to do that in the long run, but make it easy for yourself and start by learning the bar chords higher up on the neck. And the final tip I'll leave you with is actually you can use a capo. So if you put that capo on, let's just say the 5th fret or even the 7th fret, for example, just adjust this a little bit here. Now, what the capo actually did, it moved all of the strings closer to the guitar, which means it actually requires less pressure to fret those notes together. So that is what I would recommend you actually start with, putting that capo further up the guitar neck, just to make it easier for you to actually fret the notes down. So there you have it. Make sure you know what the actual bar chord shape should look like. Make sure that you're using the bonier side of your finger to bar the frets. Then you want to go ahead and just practice the bar on its own. Make sure that you're playing that further up the neck, or if you can, use a capo. In fact, I'm going to leave you with one more tip, which is what I call little bar pumps. So you can actually just bar the strings and then play it and then let go, and then bar them and play and let go. And then once you got that down, use the full chord. And by actually doing that and having those muscles contract each time you play that bar chord, that's doing two things. It's programming your muscle memory for the right motion and the right movement. And secondly, it's helping you with your endurance, so to speak, for actually playing those bar chords, because you are doing all those reps together. And by doing these mini reps together, you're able to get that motion done over and over and over so many times before, as opposed to actually just playing the bar chord once and keeping the pressure on there the whole time before you actually go ahead and try it again. So by doing these, these repeated pumps, so to speak, you're getting that muscle memory programmed and at the same time working on your endurance. So if you've been struggling with bar chords, I hope you found these tips to be helpful. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'm sure it'll make it easier to some degree for you.